How are you convincing conservative members that this is not going to have a negative impact on the deficit?
It's through growth. We are constraining spending, bringing that down, so the trajectory of the deficit to GDP will change. I had a very successful lunch meeting with the senators. I think that we are on track for hopefully for a vote this Friday for July 4th for the tax bill. The president is doing peace deals, tax deals, trade deals, so he's done a peace deal. I think we'd have the tax deal done by July 4th, and then we can finish with the trade deals.
So the bill just goes back to sort of common sense on permitting of this. Of course, we're going to do environmental reviews and safety reviews. It's just going back to the original intention of permitting. Very critical for the bill. Get rid of these subsidies and distortions that have hurt not just our electricity market, but our broader energy markets. One of the greatest upsides for the United States is to bring industry back to our country. In a green delusion, we decided to make it so hard to build things in the United States that instead what happens? We still consume those same products, just now they're built in Asia with a coal-powered electricity instead of natural gas in the United States, and then they're Asian workers, and then we load them on diesel-powered ships and ship it across the ocean and bring them back to the United States and call that green or a climate policy. There's just so much nonsense. The one big, beautiful bill, actually, it is big. There are a lot of things in it, but a lot of them are just cleaning out underbrush and nonsense. So it's easier to build things in our country again, remove the distortions from the energy markets, unleash American businesses to build energy production of all different kinds, but kinds that work without subsidies.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.
Hi, Secretary Doug Burgum, and I'm here with Secretary Rollins and Secretary McMahon. We're here today to talk to you about the big, beautiful bill. It's big and it's beautiful, and it's got something for everybody.
I just came from a lettuce farm, a small family farm run by two brothers. The amazing accomplishments in the big, beautiful bill for our farmers and our ranchers, preserving 2 million of our farmers and ranchers from having to be subject to the inheritance tax, which is devastating for those who are very land heavy and couldn't keep their land under the current regime. Number two, a $10 billion tax cut just for our farmers and our ranchers. Number three, through reference prices, an additional $3.8 billion in income to farming and ranching industry has been living on the margins, especially after the last Biden administration. So many wins for all of Americans, but especially as Secretary of Agriculture, excited for the backbone of our country, our farmers and ranchers.
And I just came from the Santa Fe Indian School, which we could see there the progress that has been made when you get bureaucracy out of education. And the big, beautiful bill is going to continue to do more, not only for our tribal schools, but for education across the country as we return education to the states. And I put myself out of a job.
And this bill cuts all kinds of Biden red tape. It lowers the cost of doing business in our country across every business, but especially in energy. And it protects our national parks. It protects our most beautiful places. What President Trump campaigned on, promises made, promises kept.